Otis.
Now, in the article, they said it was his tattoos that gave him away. Honestly, I heard it was his ratatouille recipe.
Wow.
Wow. Ratatouille. Yeah. Okay. That was a stretch. Ratatouille.
Bernie.
Ratatouille is how you pronounce it.
Should I explain it more? Do you get it?
I mean,
Does that make it
please,
funnier?
I would no, please. I like ending on a really terrible joke. I like taking a good joke that we finished on and then adding one on top of it that doesn't work.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us again this week.
Really? Are you eating on the podcast? Are you eating right now because you can't wait to eat?
My wife just brought in dinner.
Oh,
so.
Jesus Christ. We're minutes away from finishing the podcast. You can't wait to stop eating?
We were talking about a cooking show. I'm hungry.
This is very unprofessional in unemployment. Very unprofessional. I'm going to say it right now. If you're looking at Otis as a prospective employee, this is very unprofessional. We're literally seconds away from being finished and you're eating. What is that, like Vienna sausages?
It's ratatouille.
That's not ratatouille. That's
Still not landing?
That's not how you say the dish.
It's an Italian dish. Rat is in
even
there.
think
It's a
in
good
the
joke.
movie, it was French.
Oh.
This is Weird with Otis and Bernie.
I'm not bilingual. You can't blame me.
It's a long intro. But I think it articulates, well, number one, you were unemployed at the time. Number two, you got the biggest job of your career out of that.
Right.
So,
See? That's like your favorite clip from every season so far. We're in season 4 now.
I do love
and
that.
he brings back the Ratatouille. Was that season 2?
I don't know.
Ratatouille.
Intro number 10. Intro number 10 is what I've got.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, welcome in.
Hi.
This is Weird with Otis. That's me. And then
Hi.
Bernie is over
Hi.
there.
Yeah,
We're in
hi.
2 different cities. If you haven't figured that out in this podcast, and it's better that way.
I think it's bet. I think that I read this, and this is no kidding. I read this the other day that when you have that friendships that take place when the two people are separated are better quality friendships than the ones that are in the same place.
Really?
Yes, because if you're in the same place with someone, you can blow them off, or you can get busy, or you get complacent because you can
How's that
always
work
see
for
that
marriage?
person.
Is marriage better that way too?
Well, I don't think that a marriage can exist necessarily in 2 different places. I think that's legal separation. What you're describing is legal separation.
You're coming down my way here soon. You're going to hit the old Asheville, North Carolina, the Cackalack.
In a few
You're
weeks.
doing it midweek, so I'm not sure that I'm going to have a chance to. You're going to be within 3 hours of me, and I'm going to be like, I don't know.
Well, I got to work on Saturday, and then we're leaving on Saturday, and we'll be there Sunday through I think Thursday. So
maybe Sunday. Maybe we could actually do the podcast together in one room.
You know what I'm not doing on vacation? Podcasting. You know what I'm not taking? A microphone. I don't want to be within feet of a microphone.
Yeah, if you're not in the industry we're in, it's maybe hard to understand. But the access that we have in technology these days, it is now turned into our bosses thinking we can work from anywhere.
Yeah, just take a laptop and a microphone and you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, never ever. You have a microphone and a laptop. You could do it from the beach, right, Bern?
Right.
You're like, yeah, but I don't want to.
Why would I want to do that? I do it for you many weeks a year. I don't want to.
I'm allowed a break. I'm not a robot.
I'm a terrible. I've said this to my wife. I'm a terrible vacation person. Not because I don't enjoy vacation, but my brain is always trying to think of things to talk about. Right, because we have to keep a radio show going.
We mentioned that in church today because it was about your brain and the thoughts you have, like and how you can change your perspective. And Brett goes, you're always running thoughts through your head. No, I think the average that they said was like 30 to 60,000 thoughts a day for a normal person, and I guarantee you we triple or quadruple that.
And so when I go on vacation, I just get this glaze in my eyes. It's like,
me too.
There? Are you there? Do you not want to talk? I don't want to think about anything. Hey, what should we go do for dinner? I don't care. Nothing. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, Britt and the kids went for a couple days down to the Disney water parks, and I couldn't go because I was working. But those 2 days, I had that glaze after work. I didn't want to think about anything. I just wanted to sit on the couch and watch a couple shows that I hadn't watched in a while. Yeah, and do nothing. It was quite. And then yesterday, now when I do go on vacation, I try to take a break from the phone and social media as well. Yeah, but that doesn't last super long because I kind of get bored with the actual world around me.
Right, it's so boring.
And then, like yesterday, my phone had to be fixed. They had my phone for 7 hours.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. That is the vacation for me. If that could be my vacation, that'd be fantastic. If I could just go and drop my phone off at the T-Mobile store and say, "I'll see you in 7 days," that'd be fantastic. Are you kidding me?
My wife's sitting next to me, just scrolling. I had nothing in my hand to like do anything. I think I pasted like a hole in the floor. Just had nothing to do.
I can remember. And Papaw, here, come up, sit on Papaw's knee for a second. I can remember a time. This is very early cell phone. This is before I got my first cell phone. So this is the late 1990s. And I can remember do you remember being able to go off the grid? Like, I'm going to go to a park today.
Oh, yeah.
And when I go, I am physically unavailable to you. You will not be able to get me. And I can remember that phenomenon. And if you tell somebody today, if I was like, "Hey, I'm going to go to the park for about 7 hours. You take a phone with you, right? You take a phone in case you
know, like, kidnapped or what?
Like, if you're abducted, you're going to need your phone." Like, it's considered, I think, bad etiquette now to be that unreachable for that amount of time.
Well, I saw a list earlier this week of things that existed in the early 90s that no longer exist today. Yeah. And one of them was being unavailable, unable to get a hold of for an entire day. Yeah. And nobody thought it was weird.
Think about the idea of getting in your car to travel 7 hours or something from point A to point B and being unavailable that entire time.
Yeah. Like, you had to watch the road and stuff. Like,
right. I mean, it's like, when you think about it, it's quaint.
You had to talk to your kids and play games and things.
I had to describe to my 7-year-old the other day what it was like weekly to go to a supermarket and walk up and down and pace the aisles. It's like, hey, once a week, I had to take an hour and a half out of my life to walk behind a cart for 30 aisles to find the things that I want. Now I just like beep, beep, boop, bop, beep, boop, pick up at 7:30. Like, it's just like, that's all it is. And it's
we were just joking about that today because I had this thought that I think could be $1 million idea. Because, you know, as men, if we get sent to the grocery store, we ain't coming back with the right stuff. It's never going to happen that we're going to get it exactly right. Stuff is going to be wrong. Now, I thought that we should have like shoppers, sort of like an Uber standing at the front of the store. So when we come in with our list that our wife gave us, we can just be like, help here. And then they go do it. They find the right stuff for us. And then we come home as heroes.
What do we do? We just sit somewhere and drink while they shop. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, yes. And then Kimmy goes, they have, it's click list. You can do that. And I said, yeah, but they don't do it right. Like, if I wanted to go screw up a shopping list, I would just do it myself. Like, I'm like, oh, it says salad. Pizza will work.
Right. Yeah. Right now, there's a guy, like, it's how much effort do you have to take with a kid? The guy, there was one of those that I used where the guy's like, hey, they don't have this brand of Parmesan cheese. What do you want to do? I don't know. Figure it out. Like, I'm not.
Typically, they're like, hey, we didn't have your Parmesan cheese, so we substituted it with Go-Gurt. Is that cool? I don't know that correlates well, but I guess yeah. Like, you never say no because they've already done it.
It's fine. I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's nowhere close, Steve.
Hey, we saw in here you wanted pasta noodles, but we gave you Miller Lite. Is that fine?
Pop-Tarts instead. All right, cool. Whatever. Let's make it work.
We figured Cocoa Krispies would work well for that, right?
Right.
Every time.
It's cool.
So that's why I can't do click lists, because if I was I would just do it myself if we were just going to screw up the whole list. No, we need somebody that is legit going to get the list correct, so that when I get home, my wife goes, "Wow, babe!"
What you're
nice.
suggesting not just somebody to do the shopping, but somebody that is in tune enough with everything and be like, do it and get it right.
Specifically, someone
like you're
female.
shopping for accuracy. Like your job is to make it accurate.
A really sweet woman that knows exactly what they're doing and where that's at on the aisle, so I don't have to walk over here to get milk and then back this way because I forgot the meat. And then, I got to get bananas. So I got to go way back to the front of the store.
Someone that shops with strategy, despite the fact that you are a 40-year-old man who's been shopping for yourself for 20 years and
$1 million idea.
Can't come up with a strategy. It's not really $1 million idea because it's being 3/4 done. Like it's 3/4 being done now. Like they don't screw up.
I want.
Yeah. One day they came out and they were like, we couldn't find bread. Seriously, they were like, we had to not do bread. Bread's one of the things on your list. I'm like, it's bread.
We put M&Ms in there. Is that fine?
Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess I'll make a sandwich out of M&Ms and the turkey meat that you threw in there.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever.
Most of the time, Britt will do the click list thing. She'll do all the shopping online, and then she's like, "Will you just go pick that up at 11:30 when it's ready?" I'm like, "Cool." And then so when they do that to me, they're like, "Hey, you had pasta on here. We went ahead and threw in some veggie straws," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Whatever, dude. I just put it in my back.
They'll come to me and because what they do, I don't know, 75% of that in our house. And I pick it up every time. And what they do is they come out from time to time. They come out and they hand you the list. They're like, all right, we substituted this, but we couldn't do this. We couldn't get this thing.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, we substituted these three things. And then this thing, we just stopped. We just stopped. And we're not even doing that. And so like, they'll hand me that and be like, hey, we substituted these three things. We didn't have eggs.
Yeah.
We're not going to do eggs. And I don't want to bust this guy's balls, but I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. It's eggs. You're a grocery store. Go back in there and find some eggs. Like I don't want to say anything.
Never been a time I've been in a grocery store when I didn't see eggs somewhere.
So
I get home, some damn eggs, bro.
I get home, hat in hands. Just wait. How'd you go at the grocery store? It went okay. Did they have any substitutions? I didn't have any eggs. Yeah. Tonight on the list, tonight on the menu, we're having egg casserole. Like we're
quiche. We're making quiche and you didn't get eggs.
For dinner and you didn't get eggs. I'm going to have to go back and get eggs.
I'll go back. I'll go back and get eggs myself. And then you walk into the store and the eggs are exactly where the eggs would be.
It looks like they're having an egg deal with extra eggs, and you pass Jason, the kid that put your order together, like right there. There's the goddamn eggs. Right there.
Hey, Jason, I found the eggs, bro.
They're right there.
Just in case the other customers need eggs, because most people probably will.
If you have trouble finding the eggs, they're there.
Pretty common request. There's the eggs are right over here.
In case you run into the problem, there's milk. Milk's right there too.
Yeah. You told me before we started this thing, you had some random question that turn things awkward.
I do. I love me some Lowe's and I love me some Home Depot and I like to do all guy things. Is it bad that as I get older, I enjoy going to Home Goods?
Oh, I love me some Home Goods.
Right.
We had a Thomas Rhett concert Friday and Parker McCollum was there and I was talking to him. He just got married.
Yeah.
Parker McCollum, a country artist, new up and coming country artist, got a couple songs. Mm-hmm. He just got married and he's like a 23, 24 probably. And I'm like, hey dude, how's the Home Goods trips now? Because like when you're married, that's where you're going.
Right. Today we went to At Home and shopped for pillows, and it was delightful. Is that wrong? Is that bad?
The question for him, I was going to do I do this Fast 5 on TikTok where I just like ask 5 quick questions that they, and I didn't get the chance to do it, but one of them was going to be, what's your favorite section of home goods when she's shopping? Right? Because we're like, you just follow her around, or do you pick a section? I either go look at rugs, or I go to like the toys with the kids, or I'm looking through the guys' shirts.
I do that. I'll go look at the giant letters. I'll go look at the giant letters.
Hey, babe,
if I had to pick out a giant S, what kind do I like? What font do you like of this giant S I'm looking for?
Hey, M, this one lights up. Big M, it lights up. We
It's
can put
metal.
this somewhere.
It's distressed metal. It's like they found it in a barn somewhere, and it's an S.
Giant letters.
I'll go to the giant letters. What about a script S? Think about buying maybe a script S.
Does she ever jump you in on the decisions that don't matter? Like whatever you say, it doesn't really matter. But she's like, "Hey, Bern, what do you think of these sheets?" You're like, I don't know. They're sheets. They look cool. They're white.
Sleep.
What do you want me to say? How soft are they?
I don't know why there's anybody. Why are there any other colors of sheets other than just like gray?
Gray and white.
Why does anybody want a colored sheet?
Nobody needs like a taupe. Nobody has taupe sheets.
Have you ever opened a bed up and be like, that's blue sheets. I'm not sleeping on that. Exactly.
No hotel you've ever been to has got anything but white sheets. That's what
exactly.
It should just be standard. Work. We're going with white. You can do colors in the other, the pillows. They can be different colors.
Everything works with gray. We're good.
And then Britt will get mad at me because I just don't care. I'm like, I don't care. Just pick one. I don't know.
Yeah, just make it happen.
Get some sheets. She's like, oh, you don't care? You don't care what sheets we have on our bed?
No, in a word, soft, no, I don't. I don't care.
The dogs.
You understand? I'd sleep on the floor if it doesn't really matter.
Look, I had an air mattress when we met. I don't care what the sheets look like.
Right? You understand? I'm like a job away from sleeping in my car, right? You know that, right?
If you weren't here, I'm not sure I even have sheets, is what I'm saying.
I'd sleep on a day bed. Sleep on a sofa couch. It's just first world problems. First world problems. We're standing at an at-home arguing over whether to get taupe sheets. It's like, Jesus Christ, how cultured do you think I am? Do you understand that that's not a thing, right? I ate on paper plates till I was 32.
I'm down for a good home goods trip, man.
I do like a home goods. I wondered if you would think that I was less of a man because I do like me some good home goods.
I feel like it's a rite of passage in life. Like it's a time in life that you just get to, and you're walking. You don't realize it till you're walking through the home goods for the 17th time that week, and you're like, you know what? I'm actually kind of enjoying this trip. Really,
there's a point in time. And we are in the process of redoing our living room. And there is a point in time where you get to your point in your life where it's like, all right, we're going to get new furniture. This is going to be our adult furniture. And I'm going to make it work the way, like we've finally gotten rid of all of the furniture that was left over, any vestige of a previous life that we had. That is our couch together, not your couch or my couch. It is our couch. We bought that couch together.
Let me just say, my couch did not even make it out of the house that was.
Oh, no, I'm mainly talking about her couch. But
that couch. That couch had a previous life before me, and I don't want anything to do with it.
We got to a point where we were throwing the things from any old life we had out so that we could go to a store and buy shit that looks old.
Right.
that looks vintage, like it's been vintage. It's distressed.
It's distressed.
We got rid of old stuff so we could go out and buy a table that looks like we found it in a barn.
Hey, babe. This couch looks like the shitty one that I had in my apartment in college.
Yes, but it's distressed.
Cute, right? It's cute, right?
Because Chip and Joanna have it. I guess we have to have it now. I guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah, of course I'll pay $700 for it.
Seems great.
Today,
my wife had to talk me out of buying a $160 table today. Like she had to talk me out of it. I'm like, look, it's the table that we want for our living room. I think it's an inch too big. I'm like, I don't care. It's a great table. What is $160? Like,
got the red clearance thing down. You're like,
if 20-year-old Bernie zapped into that place and looked at him and said, come here. You're considering buying a $160 table? What the f*** is wrong with you?
You know how much beer we can buy with that? What are you doing?
Cases of Natty Light we could buy with that amount of money.
Matter of fact, when's the last time we had $160 in our bank account at one time?
Look, that is 6 times the amount of money that's in your checking account right now. Like the idea of a $160 table that I tried to haggle the store down to $120.
And you didn't make it happen?
It didn't happen. We didn't buy it.
Yeah, that's the thing with home goods. You can haggle a little. You can feel like you're doing something.
I tried.
Hey, you know what? This has got a little scratch on it.
I tried.
Can't see it. It's underneath the table and it's right underneath the leg, but I think it needs $50 off.
I tried. I really tried.
That's funny.
So anyway, so there you go. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we have a girl, and I do mean girl, that will make us men feel bad about the accomplishments or lack thereof that we've had in our life. We'll do that.
No, it'll make all human beings feel lesser people.
Well, yeah.
This is weird.
Welcome back. This is weird. We drop the pod every Wednesday, the audio pod, and Thursday, the video pod on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find us there wherever you get your podcasts. We've told you before, if you like the show, tell the people you like the show, point the show out to other people. We're trying to grow the show. Story tonight.
We're attractive people. You should watch the video. I mean, it's literally like one of those fitness magazines, but in video form.
Is it? Man, this is the YouTube
Not
version
wearing a
of
shirt
Men's Health magazine. All right. A story tonight about a girl that's she says she wants to leave her mark on the world. The only thing she did would make me feel bad about myself.
Are going to love this story. First, she wowed the country when she was admitted to ASU when she was just 12. But now Alina Wicker has become a teenager, and
12 years old, she was admitted to Arizona State University.
At age 13, keep in mind she's just 13, her dreams are taking on a new direction. Team 12's Nyala Charles first brought you Alina's story about a year ago, and she caught up with her again to see how this teen continues to inspire.
Online, she goes by the Brown Stem Girl, an ode to her foundation of the same name that encourages girls of color to get into science and math.
I want to stop there, that she's 13 years old and she has a foundation. What
did you start at 13?
Not a foundation, a boner.
I started trying to clear the acne off my face. That's what I started
exactly.
at 13.
She look, great things she's trying to do. Not knocking her, but she has a foundation and she's 13 years old.
A name that encourages girls of color to get into science and math. At 13 years old, Alina Wicker is making history.
Yes! So she has officially been accepted into the University of Alabama, Harrison School of Medicine.
She's going to be a doctor.
Doctor at 13. This is a little like female Doogie Howser.
It's exactly. I think this was exactly the ages that they did Doogie Howser at 12 years old.
At 13 years old.
Learning she was accepted to medical school, the youngest Black person to ever do so.
I really want to leave my mark on the world and leave a group of girls that know what they can do.
We first interviewed Alina last year when she got accepted to Arizona State University's engineering program at 12 years old. After that, she quickly made national headlines with dreams of working for NASA.
I always dreamed of being.
I mean, she's 12.
This just shoots down every single parent that's like, oh, I got a really smart kid. My kid is really smart.
Is she as smart as Elena? Then shut up and sit
going
down.
to med school at
Elena's
13.
trying to figure out if she's going to do NASA or be a doctor.
I hadn't even had my first kiss at 13, I don't think.
No.
Was that a
you were
junior
like
high
20,
dance?
25, right?
Because throughout my life, I liked building.
But in a year, things have changed.
It actually took one class in engineering for me to say this is kind of not where I wanted to go.
I do think that it's funny that she's 12 years old and took an engineering class like, no, this is boring. I don't want to do this. This seems terrible.
I just want to say this to all the little junior high boys that are into Elena. Come closer. Like,
yeah,
invite her to the Sadie Hawkins dance. Like this is
you
is the
need
one.
to hitch your wagon. To
This is
one.
the paycheck.
This was the paycheck. She gonna be rich. She's gonna be rich. You understand that, right? Rich.
She found a new passion in biology.
That class was amazing.
You did it.
She now wants to be Dr. Elena Wicker, MD, instead, hoping to become a viral immunologist, a doctor that studies viruses.
I think the viral immunology really came from my passion for volunteering and going out there engaging with the world.
She says she was inspired by a trip to Jordan and her efforts to get more girls of color interested in STEM as the Brown STEM girl.
We can find cures for these viruses.
I mean, that's incredible.
That's
So
that's
unbelievable.
Props to her.
She's going to the University of Alabama at Birmingham as a viral. Like 75% of people in Alabama don't believe in viral immunology.
I'm sure Alabama's a great school, but med school at Alabama, I don't know. That's
I would not knock it until you try it.
Okay. What is going to be weird for me is, she's a teen. She's still a teen, and she's going to learn a lot of things about being a doctor. But it's going to be like when you're just imagine being in her office, and she's like, "Oh my God!" So I'm looking at your stuff. It just seems a little sus. It seems so sus. And I'm not trying to be a simp, but looking at these X-rays are ratchet.
I don't understand what that means.
I wouldn't be feeling myself right now. Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Why am I coughing? Can you tell me why I'm coughing?
Well, you take just a few of these pills here, you're going to feel Gucci. It's going to be great.
I don't understand what that means.
And since we're video conferencing right now, I'm going to LMIRL you.
I don't. What do those letters stand for?
Like you're going to need to see me in real life.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm at the doctor's office, because generally doctors operate in life. Can you tell me why this is swollen? Can you? I need to know why this is swollen. I know you find it sus, but tell me why it's swollen.
Okay, sir, you're being a little bit of a Karen. It's kind of an odd flex. It's really an odd flex right now. I understand it,
but I just need to know why
no
this
cap
is
though. No
this
cap.
You're
going to need something to help.
Why is this scabby? Is what I want to know.
Well, I know you're kind of a noob to this.
Right,
but
I'm not, but I mean, I'm considerably older than you are.
Do you have a squad? Are you in a ship?
I mean, I don't. I mean, I have a kid. I've had sex.
Now, sir, I feel like you're throwing shade. Right,
I mean, I'm not. I don't know what that. I don't know what that means.
You just seem a little crashy. That's all I'm saying. A little crashy.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. I was able to drive here and not crash my car. Is that what you mean? Because I have a driver's license?
It's literally been a rager around here today. So, you know what? I'm just gonna need you to calm down.
You had a party?
You're a little turnt.
Party?
You're being a little turnt right now.
I don't know what that means. And scene. Thank you.
In just 1 year, Elena has.
I'm so proud of you for getting your doctorate at 13. But listen, can I get somebody over 70 to please explain what this diagnosis really means? Like,
can we? I don't mean.
And then you're going to get the doctor that comes in and gives you all the huge medical terminologies for everything, and you're like, okay, still confused. No, I don't mean to be ageist.
But can we get somebody in here that's legally able to drink? I mean, I would like my doctor to be at least able to be eligible to be president.
Somebody whose mom did not drop them off at work today. That would be wonderful.
Right. Doesn't need a ride.
I'm sure you got a text her right to come pick you up. So you do that. And you get me somebody with a driver's license, somebody that is allowed to buy tobacco. Can we just get that?
It's cool. I went to my doctor and then I gave her a ride back home. She told me she explained why this was pussy, and then I was able to give her a ride back to her house. It was great. It was very convenient.
Yeah. She had some finals at the middle school she had to finish up, so I dropped her off there.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what, she said it was benign. So
that's all you need. That's
I
all
don't
you
know
need.
if that's one of them terms that they use these days, but I think it means that it's good.
Is that on TikTok? Did we just do a TikTok? did we just do a TikTok? Is that what
I think we kind of did.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you not explaining to me what my diagnosis is? Instead, you're dancing in front of that camera.
Right.
You're trying to do
just doing the dance move. Like you got the new Walker Hayes dance, and you're like, am I dying, doctor, or what are we? Why? Hey, just get in the background. Just get in the background and do that. Do like a wave with your arms, and then I'll do the kick and the flip. No, I just want to know if I have cancer.
Over there in the corner, normally would be Q-tips and cotton swabs, but instead there's a ring light. Why is there a ring light over there?
Do we need the colored lighting in here?
I don't know. We don't need the colored lighting in here. We're not
like, this. Can we just get the real bright, obnoxious lighting?
I just need fluorescent lighting. That's all I need. Yeah. That's all I need. Just.
It's good for her, man.
I'm one year, Alina has already finished 2.5 years of college.
Not to knock her at all, man. That's crazy.
She's crazy smart. I don't want to take anything away.
I feel like my son Camden's kind of on that trajectory, but I don't want him in college at 13, though. Like if you do college at 13, you're kind of missing some of the cool parts of college.
That's you know what? That's the other reason that I put this story in the lineup for the week, because she's crazy smart. Nobody's arguing that she's crazy smart and qualified to do whatever she wants to do, well beyond anything that I would ever ask for. Like, I'm sure
could ever do yourself,
or ever could do myself. I'm sure her parents are crazy.
They should
be
proud
of her. Right. But do you want to miss out on 15? Like, do you want to not do 15? Like,
but I just thought of it as her parent too. When your child surpasses you in knowledge, and you don't expect that at 13, right?
It's already happened in our house.
Yours is 8.
Have you been asked a question by your kid that you don't know the answer for?
Oh yeah.
It's like, how do birds have more birds? I'm like, I don't know.
Cam said, "Hey, if we're in the Milky Way, what is the galaxy next to us?" And I was like, "Can you Google it? I don't know. Google it." Yeah. So he's already outsmarting me too, but it's like, but then when you get in the argument with him, you're like, "No, you're not going to the mall with your friends. You're 13." It's like, "Oh, but I'm in pre-med."
Right,
look at the degree.
Exactly. You guys didn't have a problem. I wanted to cut up that cadaver.
Right?
That's right. What?
I just want to go to a pool party with my friends.
I haven't been this upset since before I had my bachelor's degree. What? What?
Or what are we doing? They got to go off. Like, does she stay in a dorm or something? Or
I don't know the answers to this question. I know she does.
You give your 14-year-old a call, and she's like, "Sorry, Mom, I can't hear you. I'm at a frat party.
Yeah,
I'm at. There's just this frat that I'm at. These boys are really nice. They keep giving me Kool-Aid.
I don't want to do
this. I feel real silly.
This is not an avenue I want this bit to go down. I'm gonna pull the ripcord on this one.
You don't want some rager party at a frat, is what I'm saying.
I don't understand. So congratulations to this girl. I'm sure her parents are thrilled to death and very proud of her. So there you go.
So listen, next up on the pod, I want to take a look into something I like to call Future Bernie.
Oh,
Future Bernie.
Future Bernie. I love Future Bernie.
A guy at the Bass Pro Shop.
Okay.
Is completely upset because of false advertising when they told him these are the last pair of socks you will ever buy. Lifetime warranty. If these things ever wear down, you can get a new pair of socks. And he is irate. Matter of fact, he is suing Bass Pro Shop because they will not live up to the lifetime warranty of these socks.
Great deal. Great deal. I mean, it's a great deal, and I'm mad that I did not take advantage of this deal when it happened.
When you were 60, you were going to be the guy at Bass Pro Shop bitching that you can't get your socks replaced.
Look, man, look,
you got a hole in it. I was walking around my driveway, and you said that I could get a new pair.
Yeah, you can call me impractical if you want to. That's a great deal. When I can go back and get new socks whenever they get holes in the other one. I mean, play the thing.
Birdie.
That sounds fantastic.
I knew it. See?
That sounds great. That sounds great. I want to live in a world. I want to ask you a question about your socks. Do you have different socks, or do you just have 20 pair of the same socks?
I have 20 pair of the same socks. And if they wear out, I go spend $7 more at Home Goods.
And it fills itself in, and then they just kind of they assimilate themselves to the other socks, and then you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Some of them don't even match, but they're the same color, so it's like
the same general. Yeah, they're white in the right places, and they're gray in the heel. It's fine. It's close enough. And this has been a segment that we call Push the Thing.
Future Birdie.
This guy is literally has a full-on lawsuit, and he's probably going to win because they said the last socks you will ever buy with a lifetime warranty, and instead of replacing them with the same socks, he's returned them about 4 or 5 times.
Of course,
so they're not really as good as socks as they say.
Well,
but this time they decided to replace them with the 60-day warranty socks.
Okay,
nobody's wearing their socks out in 60 days.
Let me tell you something. That is a you problem, store. Okay, that is a you problem and not a me problem, because you advertised something that was lifetime, and I took advantage of it, and you don't want to do it anymore. So, look, number one,
it's not even the future anymore because you're all in on this.
I need the manager out here right now, because that's a you problem. Look, they are it says it right there, lifetime warranty right there on the socks, and you have to replace them.
Right. And he's 100% right if they want to advertise that way. But here's the thing. I think when you see that, they were thinking, it's like the same realm where you see somebody and you're like, hey, you should stop over sometime. You don't really mean it. Like, you don't really mean like, I want you to come over. It's just a suggestion.
I don't care.
It's just a thought.
You put that on your socks. Let me tell you something. You put that on your socks, you damn well better give me socks when I come back to get socks. I'm with the guy. It's a hill I'm willing to die on. And I understand what he's getting. I understand what he's doing. And if he was young enough, look, you're going to make your money back. You're going to make your money back because those socks are just going to keep replacing them.
The CEO is going to be in court, and the judge is going to look at him and be like, what's the cost on giving this dude like 100 pairs of socks?
Lifetime socks.
Just give him 100 pair of socks and then just call it a day. Like, tell him not to come back.
I'm just saying.
What is it going to cost you? $50 as a store? Like $50? Give him 100 pair of socks, man.
That is on the store for saying something. No, but the store promised something that they ultimately did not live up to. That is the problem.
Well, there's always the person that ruins the guarantee. Like, it's like
what
the
guarantee?
Buffet. The buffet guarantees all you can eat. When you go to the buffet and it says all you can eat, they don't really mean all. Like, you can't eat the whole
but
buffet.
You didn't. That wasn't on the sign. That was what it said was all you can eat. And so when I go in and eat all that I can eat, that is on you for not putting a little caveat, a little asterisk on the sign. Said it's not. These are not baseball rules where you can just like what we meant to say was what you could kind of eat. Like, be specific and be clear and put that on the sign.
You are that guy.
I am with this guy.
I've seen so many articles with like buffets and all you can eat where they kick somebody out because they've eaten too much.
I'm just saying. Look, if you're going to try to get ahead by advertising something, then you damn well better come with it.
Future Birdie.
When you're 60, you're this guy. You're looking for the lifetime warranty socks.
I was told there would be more socks. I need to see the manager.
I come back here, I get new socks.
I would get new socks. Are you the one that has the socks? Who's the guy that has the socks?
I want to know the guy that argued with the guy about the sock rule. Like he's like, no, sir, that's not. I mean, I know it. I see what it says.
Right, it says right here, lifetime. It says right, lifetime warranty, and that I can get socks whenever. Look, I'm just saying,
that, sir. And we're giving you a new pair of socks.
No, but
with
what
a
I'm
60-day
supposed
warranty.
to have a pack of socks, and it says lifetime. You've gone and you've changed the socks on me.
Let's be real. You've probably only got about 60 days left, as old as you are. These
are
going to last you a lifetime.
I'm a very healthy man. I'm a very healthy man, and you know full well that I'm going to have socks for the rest of my life. It says right
That's
there.
The thing. The guy's like 70, I think, so he's only got about 15, 20 more years. Like, give the guy some more socks for another 10, 15 years. Like, just give him some socks.
See, I know it seems like a small hill to die on, but don't advertise lifetime socks if you're not going to do lifetime socks.
What happens if this guy dies in the pursuit of his lifetime socks rule? And then they're like, hey, he died. He had socks for a lifetime.
But that's it. But that's the end of the lifetime, thereby it being a lifetime and it's legal. It's not like you can transfer.
Court case drop.
It's not like in my will, I'm going to will the lifetime socks to somebody else.
Plot thickens and the Bass Pro Mafia murders this guy off so they don't have to give him more socks.
Ridiculous. You're just being ridiculous.
They got goons. The Bass Pro Shop has goons.
Promised socks.
I don't know how he drowned in the Bass Pro massive tank. I don't know. He must have been up on the tank with his socks slipped off.
You're being ridiculous now. You're being ridiculous. You see my point.
Where's your socks now, dick? Who wants the socks now?
I mean, look, the package said lifetime socks. It's a good sound effect. It's great. It says lifetime socks, and the guy wanted lifetime socks. I don't see the problem. Is it a small hill to die on? Absolutely. But truth in advertising, we have to have some kind of continuity and some sort of truth in advertising. Is this not America? That's all I'm saying. It is the American way.
This guy, I mean, he's your hero. To me, he's ridiculous.
That's great.
Go buy yourself some more socks.
Play the thing again. Play the thing again.
Future Birdie.
I knew you'd love that.
Right,
Give this guy some lifetime supply of gloves too.
That's it. Throw those in. I got one final story tonight.
Okay.
Alaska Airlines and a flight from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco was about to take off this week when it returned to the gate. Why? Because the two pilots were fighting.
Oh,
Passengers say that one of the pilots got on the intercom and explained that they were heading back due to a, quote, failure to get along. It's unclear what the two men were fighting about. Alaska Airlines saying that the captain and the first officer had a professional disagreement.
It was like, you're supposed to turn left. You were supposed to go left. My GPS says left.
I'm sorry, Charles. I'm sorry, Charles. Look, that's the way that I'm going to go. That's the way you go, the way you're going to go. I'm going to go the way that I'm going to go. Once they were back at the gate, by the way, one of the pilots took off, just booked it out of the plane. The passengers were forced to deplane, and the airline had to find a replacement second pilot to get on so they could fly the flight.
What a terrible place to get into, just a huge disagreement in that tiny cockpit. I will take this whole plane down if you don't calm your shit.
I will turn this plane around. Fine. We will stop in Kansas City and you can get out.
Look, we'll do it right now.
We will do it right now.
He doesn't care about any. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry over here is a cocksucker and I'm over his shit. You're going to feel a little turbulence as we take this bitch down right now so he can get the bitch ass off this plane. We might pull a slide.
This is your captain speaking. Steve is a dick. Steve.
That is all. Enjoy your refreshment.
That is all. If you look at the right side of the plane, you'll see the Grand Canyon. If you look at the front of the plane, you'll see that Jerry's a dick.
He just keeps going. And then you hear like, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is your other captain speaking.
Give me the microphone. I'm the one that runs the microphone. Give me the microphone. I'm the one that has the microphone, and you're supposed to give me the microphone.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you've seen your flight attendant, Cheryl, but that's the girl, Daryl, over here. When we're stopping in different...
Come on, Bob. We're not supposed to talk about that.
What are we doing?
What are you doing, Bob? Give me the microphone. And by the way, you're supposed to turn left.
They're just going at each other over the microphone. That's what I imagine. Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine him like everybody's confused. Because how do they explain it to everybody that we're going to make an emergency landing right here because Daryl's a dickhole? Well, if they didn't, I'm sure they didn't explain it to anybody. So like, we're going to have to go ahead and make an inconvenient landing here in where are we at? We're over Denver.
They never got off the ground, by the way. You know it's going to be a great vacation when the fighting starts in the driveway. They never left.
They
never left. They were the flight was supposed to go from DC to San Fran. They never got off the ground, and the two guys were fighting, and so they had to stop in DC and find a different pilot to take over.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look up to above your seat there, you're going to see a seatbelt sign. When that is on, I'm going to go ahead and need you to keep your seatbelt connected. Right next to that is a small penis, which is exactly what Daryl has. Oh, that's a cigarette? Sorry. It says no small penises, Daryl.
You're going to need to put your tray table at the upright and locked position. Speaking of the locked position, Daryl needs to shut his goddamn mouth.
Flight attendants will be coming around with the drink cart here very soon, and you can get some of the great beverages and some of the nice choices for snacks this afternoon. And if one of you flight attendants, when you're finished, could bring that cart up here so I can hit Daryl in the f***ing face with it.
All right. Well, you can help yourself to a complimentary glass of Coke or Sprite or A&W root beer. Of course, Daryl can help himself to a fresh glass of shut up.
That would be the best flight ever. Just hearing them back and
just
forth.
Just passive aggressively arguing with one another.
And it just keeps going off, and then you keep hearing boom. Just back and forth. We're going to go ahead and taxi back to the back to the terminal.
The flight was delayed, by the way.
SNL needs to do that skit. The pilots going at each other at the like they're just a husband and wife that are on a terrible vacation. Yeah,
just a terrible vacation. Well, that's not what it's this is your captain speaking. That's the Grand Canyon down there on the left, and if you look off to the right, you'll see the man that my wife is banging. I don't know why you had to do that, Debbie. I
just found out from his text messages.
From his text messages. Apparently, Debbie wants to see him more than he wants to see me. The flight, by the way, was delayed 2.5 hours, and the passengers were reportedly given $175 a piece for their inconvenience. So whatever that adds up to, $175
salary.
Is Daryl's salary. Yeah, Daryl's salary after we fired him.
He'd be huffed and puffed out of the plane. Imagine him grabbing his stuff and like trying to. So he's, the cabin door is tiny, and he's just angry. So he's like. Just bumping into it, trying to get his like bag out. And,
yeah.
Just get out of my way, Cheryl. Get. Pulls the slide.
I see that. You see that? I'm sliding down.
Oh God.
Yeah. There you go.
Daryl's got a new job at a new airline.
Daryl is now your Delta airline flight and Delta pilot, and so there you go. Well, thank you for joining us this week on the program. You can find the podcast, the audio on Wednesday on where you can find podcasts. Just search This Is Weird Pod. Like the show, download the show, give us great reviews. We'd love it if you did it, and pass it along to other people if you like the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. This is weird.
See ya.